and pensionable. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend. Dennis, eh? So, Dennis, you have asked a very good question. Mpango wa masomo ya watoto wa Kenya ni mpango ya muhimu sana, kwa sababu elimu ndio inasawazisha watoto wa Kenya. Watoto wa maskini, watoto wa tajiri wanakuwa sawa wakipata elimu, na ndio sababu nimefanya mambo manne ya muhimu kwa mambo ya elimu. Number one, tulikuwa na matatizo mengi kuhusu mambo ya CBC. Wazazi walikuwa wanalalamika, walimu hawakuwa na uhakikisho. Jambo la kwanza nilifanya, nilitafuta Profesa Munavu ambaye alinifunza kule Chiromo. Nikamwambia tafadhali ukuwe mwenyekiti. Akapanga mambo, tukawa na jopo maalum ambaye iliangalia mambo ya elimu, ikasema hii tufanye namna hii, hii tufanye namna hii, tukanyorosha ile maneno ya CBC. Sasa CBC inaeleweka, ya kwanza. Ya pili, tulikuwa na gap kubwa ya walimu, 110,000 shortage of teachers. By January, I will have hired 100,000. And by next year, I'll have closed the gap. Unanielewa? I'll have closed the gap. Kila serikali ilikuwa inaajiri walimu 5,000 kila mwaka. In 5 years, unaajiri walimu 25,000. In 3 years, I've hired 100,000 teachers. It's because I value education. Naelewa umuhimu ya elimu. Jambo la pili umesema mambo ya madarasa. Madarasa ni pesa ambayo tumeweka kwa NGCDF. Kila mbunge anapata karibu milioni 180 kila mwaka. Na ni kweli bado tuko na sehemu wananchi ama watoto wetu hawana nafasi mzuri ya kusoma. Na kuna wabunge bado wanatumia hiyo pesa saa zingine kwa njia ambayo pengine wangetumia vingine ingefikia wananchi wengi. Mimi najua NGCDF imejaribu kufikisha elimu. In fact, for the first time kupitia kwa CDF, na that is why mimi ni supporter mkubwa sana wa CDF, kwa sababu ndio imewezesha wananchi wengi wapate madarasa ya watoto wao mahali ambapo haingefikika na serikali ya kitaifa. So, I am a great believer in what CDF is doing. There could be a few areas where maybe the leadership is not keen on making sure that we have enough classrooms in different parts of Kenya. But I want to tell you that in the last 3 years, CDF imejenga madarasa 8,000 mpya. National government, the one I run, tumejenga madarasa 17,000 mpya kuchangia kuondoa hiyo tatizo ya madarasa ambayo hayatoshi kwa masomo ya watoto wetu. Kwa mpango wa kuajiri walimu, tulikubaliana ya kwamba tuko na walimu ambao wamehitimu, teachers who have graduated. We have many. We have actually 300,000. And then we have a gap in the number of teachers that are needed in classrooms. So tukasema tutengeneze interns. Lakini assurance ya every intern ni kwamba ikimalizika miaka 2 hakuna negotiation, unakuwa permanent and pensionable. So I want you to give assurance to every intern ya kwamba 2 years ikiisha hakuna kuulizana, transition mara kwa moja anakuwa permanent and pensionable. So that is the plan. And you see, it helps me meet the target, you know, but also assists the teachers who are not employed. Instead of them being out, let one leg be in with the assurance that when the time comes, they will all be absorbed as permanent and pensionable. So I want to assure every intern in the Republic of Kenya that we are going to absorb them into permanent and pensionable when their term comes, because we agreed they will get a contract for 2 years as interns, and then they will be absorbed as permanent and pensionable.
Asante Mheshimiwa Rais, naomba wenzangu wawili ambao wamesalia, Kamba FM na Kamba TV waulize maswali. Ningekuomba kwa heshima, tumesalia dakika kidogo, tafadhali uangalie pia utujibu, kwa sababu sijui kama tutaongeza, naona nimesalia dakika 8, tafadhali.
Okay.
Asante.
Nipunguze maneno mingi?
Sijasema upunguze au tuongezee, tunaomba.
Tuongeze muda?
Na tunaomba.
Haya, wacha tujaribu.
Asante, wenzangu wawili tafadhali.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. My name is Patience Nzioki, working for Kamba FM. I have 2 questions for you, Mr. President. The first question is, agriculture is still the Kenya's economic backbone. How are you modernizing the sector and making it more productive and resilience to climate change? The other question is, Kenya has invested heavily in projects like roads, energy, and other big projects. How are you making sure that these projects deliver long-term value and also avoiding corruption and insufficiency cases? Thank you, Mr. President.
Very good. Thank you very much, Patience. Your 2 questions are very important to me. Agriculture, as you have said, is the backbone of our economy. And when I came into office, I made a commitment that I'm going to transform the agricultural sector and modernize it. We have done 4 things in the agricultural sector. Number 1, we have registered, because you know, if you want to reform a sector, you must have the correct data. You must have information. So we were running agriculture without knowing how many farmers of avocados do we have, how many farmers of tea do we have, how many farmers of every other crop, sugarcane and everything. We have now registered 7.1 million farmers. We know farmers by name, by acreage, by the crop they grow, and everything else. That's number 1. Number 2, we have, as I told you, we have changed from subsidizing consumption to subsidizing production. Today, we have brought down the cost of inputs, fertilizer, seeds. Today, in Makueni, in Kitui here, we were distributing 100,000 metric tons of cotton seed, because we want cotton farmers to begin to grow cotton again. Number 3, we have dealt with cartels. We had cartels in the sugar industry. Ulisikia Kakamega mambo ni matatu. Nilikuwa nasomea wa makateli wa huko ambao walikuwa wameleta kisirani mingi, nikawaambia mambo ni matatu. Either muhame Kenya, ama muende jela, ama muende mahali ingine. So we have dealt with those people, because kwa kahawa kwa mfano, tulikuwa na mtu mmoja ako na leseni, yeye ni farmer, yeye ni miller, yeye ni broker, yeye ndiye ananunua kahawa katika coffee exchange. So we have removed the cartels from the agricultural sector. And jambo la mwisho, we have also opened new markets for our agricultural produce. We have concluded the EU market. We have the Africa Continental Trade Market. We are negotiating with America now, the American market under AGOA. And we have agreed with China on how we are going to export our agricultural products. And that is why I can confidently tell you that we are producing, we are getting more and more towards food security. And that is the plan that I have for the agricultural sector, because we not only need to export more, but we need to import less of, especially food items, like the way I have told you. My next plan is to expand the land under irrigation. That is why I'm talking about dams. That's why I'm talking about the National Infrastructure Fund, because we want to make sure that we have more water to be able to make ourselves food sufficient and to be able to export from Kenya. And then on your issue on the projects that we are launching, how do we make sure they are long term? And that is a very important. You know, we need to create an element of sustainability. If you build a road, how do you make sure that that road does not break down and then you have to start all over again? That's why I'm saying with the National Infrastructure Fund, you heard me announce wakati nilikuwa hapa Kitui. Nilisema kuna barabara kati ya 1,000 kilomita 1,000 ama 2,000 tutaweka kwa tolling, so that we build them using private-public partnership. So there are some roads we are going to build using public money, but there are highways that we are going to build using private sector money. And using the private sector money, ndio itatupatia nafasi ya kufanya tolling. Like for example, the expressway in Nairobi. The expressway in Nairobi was not built by government money. It was built by private sector money. But through the tolling, people pay toll, 100 shillings, 200 shillings. For 20 years, that person is going to, and that money is enough to pay whoever invested in the road and also to make sure that the road is kept in good condition all the time. So there are major highways, and I've said the road from Mombasa to Nairobi to Malaba will be built on toll. The road from all the way going to Meru, Isiolo, the road going to Eldoret, going to Kisumu, all the major highways, we're going to build them using a toll. This month, I am going to launch the road from Rironi to Mau Summit. 170 kilometers is also going to be built using private sector money. Not a single shilling is going to be used from the government of Kenya. And then it's going to be tolled, and that road will pay itself that way. So it creates an element of sustainability, the way you have said. But we are also going to use the National Infrastructure Fund so that we can create a more agile fund that can support road tolling, that can also support maintenance of the roads we are building. Our patience.
Asante sana.
The